Hello, and thank you for joining me, Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come stamp with me. Today is Sweet and Simple Sunday. I'm going to show you how to make a really cute card, gorgeous card, and I have a couple of extra samples to show you. So we are going to get started. Just a couple of reminders. This month's online fun fold class is with the Meandering Meadows. If you like that mug and other stamping apparel, go to stampersdelightshop.com. And I'm going to flip the camera because I have a couple of things to show you here. So also, when you place an order with me this month, you will get a qualifying order, which is $50 before shipping and tax. You're going to get a free downloadable PDF with 40 card samples. So we're doing this every month up until December. I've paired up with 9 other demonstrators, and we have some great samples for you. Also, and I just ordered mine, so not there yet. We have some new items at the apparel shop where you can get the mug that I had, crafty, classy, and a little bit sassy. But we also have the new items, which include Stamp-A-Claus, sweatshirt, hot chocolate mug, and coffee mug. And also less bitter, more glitter. So you're going to want to check out the apparel shop, and we do ship to most countries. Now for the monthly Fun Fold Club or class this month that I'm doing the Meandering Meadows, I thought I would show you this because a lot of people had questions for some of the cards that I posted. So I'll show you that. You're going to get 2 sheets of 6x6 glitter paper. You're going to get a quarter of this designer series paper, which is absolutely gorgeous. And then you're going to get some ribbon, and that's the PECAN ribbon. And you're going to get some gems. Now the gems are already back ordered, but no worries. I have enough to give you for the class. And then once they're available again, you will get yours in the mail. So no worries there. I do caution you to sign up by November 5th so I can get this all ordered on the 7th. And then, of course, you can always add on the bundle and the dies. Going to be a fun, fun class. Now, let me show you a card that I did, and I had a lot of questions on Facebook about this card. So I did this. This is the Painted Posies. And, of course, that's your designer series paper. And there's another piece of cardstock there. So all I did was I figured I'd show you this. It's easier than trying to tell everybody. So I took a piece of that designer series paper and I cut out this piece right here. Then I embossed a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of white. I did the same thing. So I actually have a piece of white that I'll play with on Wednesday. And then all I did was I bumped this up with dimensionals and took that designer series paper and laid it flat. So it's got a little bit of a dimension here. And that was it. And I added my sentiment and I added some of those little gems. And that's how I made that card. Wednesdays, I usually do One Sheet Wonder Wednesday, but I'm going to change it up a bit this Wednesday, and I will be working with this designer series paper, so you're going to want to check it out. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Facebook, leave me a comment, share my videos, and oh, by the way, that Fun Fold class, my team members get the video tutorial and the PDF for my monthly Fun Fold club or class for free. So I'd love to have you join my team. Okay, enough of that. I absolutely fell in love with this stamp. It is one of our large stamps. And what I do with this, I don't put it on a block. I actually leave it right in my case. And it doesn't matter which way it goes. But this card comes out gorgeous when you see what happens with this card. So I'm going to ink this up with shaded spruce. Remember, this is sweet and simple stamping. So these are the kind of cards you can really get a lot made in a short period of time. I'm going to bring in a piece of very vanilla. And this piece I want at 3 3/4. So 3 3/4 by 5. And then I'm going to stamp it. My little trick to stamping with these large stamps, because I do have arthritis in my hands and sometimes it hurts to pick up those big ones, leave it right in a case. We're going to lay it down flat. I'm going to grab a piece of blotter paper. I'm going to press that down really well. And then I'm going to gently lift it off. Look at that beautiful image. What a gorgeous image, right? Now, there's a little bit of white here, so I'm just going to trim it down just a hair more. I really don't want that bit of white there. No worries. There we go. I am going to bring in some Designer Series paper, and I think this is the Joyful paper. I'm going to layer that right on top there. Now, yeah, you know, I'm going to waste a lot of paper there, so you know what I'm going to do? I am going to bring in my circle dies, my Deckled Circles, and I'm going to cut a piece of that out. So I can save that and use that for another card, which we might do today. That would definitely be my card on the fly. I'm going to go ahead in here. I'm going to put that in there. Again, I had mentioned this on my previous tutorials. I number my dies when I have a lot of dies like that so that I can tell you which one I'm using. So I start here 1 through 14, and this one is number 7. You can do it any way you want. I find it easier to have them numbered so that when I try to tell somebody what ones to use, it makes a little bit more sense. Okay, I am going to go ahead and move that out of the way. Now I have this piece and I can save that for another card. I am going to take this piece and I'm going to lay that right over there so you don't see it. You don't see that hole. I'll lay that right in the center. I really think this might be my Christmas cards this year because I just love the depth and the image of that stamp. I'm going to take a half a sheet of shaded spruce and I'm going to layer that right on top. Gorgeous already. I'm going to go ahead and add some more of my Stampin' Seal. You can use whatever adhesive you want. My go-to is Stampin' Seal. I just want to get that a little bit. Should have used my paper trimmer scoring tool. And I'm going to lay that right on top there. Okay, I am going to bring in some Wink Stella. And I'm just going to add very gently because this will bleed. Just a little bit of shimmer, but you really don't even need it. I'm just going to add a little bit of shimmer to the trees. I try to keep it in the dark area so it doesn't smear. I do have quite a few samples to show you, which I think you're going to really like. I am going to bring in a piece of very vanilla, oh, got it right here, strips. These strips are leftovers from when I cut my cardstock, and they work great for sentiments. And my sentiment is not here, so let me go grab that. It wouldn't be my tutorial if I didn't forget something, right? I promise I'll be right back. All right, I am going to grab some sentiments here from one of my other stamp sets. I'll have everything marked down. This is Making Spirits Bright. I am going to add that right here. It should just fit. Yes, it does. I'm going to cut that right there. And I'm going to layer that right on top here. I'm going to use dimensionals. I'll take my Take Your Pick tool, pull that off. And I am going to move that over here, leaving a little space on this side. I'm going to bring in that beautiful gold and very vanilla satin ribbon. Tying a little bow here, cutting that off, using my Stampin' Seal again. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm going to grab a piece of very vanilla, and I have Tidings of Comfort and Joy here, so we'll use that one. And I have a little holly leaf here, so I'm going to leave that for the inside. I have my in-person class this week, and I just grabbed these out of the bins, but I'll tell you which ones they are in the description below. I'm going to grab an envelope. I'm going to use that little sprig again. So I have an envelope for that. I'm going to bring in my festive pearls because I want gold to match the gold ribbon and the gold in that designer series paper. And this is a new pack. I want to use up the ones I have open already. I have several. And I am just going to add some gold festive pearls. You can use whichever ones you have handy. And there I have a beautiful, quick, easy, but so nice card. And you can make quite a few of these very quickly. So let me show you a couple other ones that I did. So here's one I used some red. I used that Glimmer paper, and unfortunately I see that's discontinued. Had to have some coffee. And there I didn't even put any Winkostella on it. So there's another idea, just with all the green and then a little sprig of red. This one I used our distressed gold, and I embossed it in gold with the white, using red again to make it pop. And there's those festive pearls in red. This one I did the same thing, but I changed it up and used that same gold satin ribbon, which I absolutely love. And I did it in very vanilla. So just to give you an idea of how they would look back to back or next to each other. This is probably my favorite. This one is black and red. You never think of black and red, and it does have a lot of sparkle on it with the Winkostella. I didn't put an inside in there yet. I just played with that one this morning, but I love the black one. This one is missing a bow, but this one is our holographic silver paper, and then this is embossed in silver, and I really do need a bow on that, don't I? Well, let's just grab one. For this one, and I believe this is back ordered, but it will be back, is our silver ribbon. Silver and white. I think this one and this one are probably my favorite ribbons this year for cards. They're so easy to use and make into bows, and they're absolutely gorgeous. They're not too stiff. They're perfect. So let's add a bow on that one. And of course I used Night of Navy. Okay, I love this one too. So there's my sweet and simple stamping for today. I think, let's just since I have this piece right here, why don't we use that? I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but let me grab a piece of, let's see, let's use red. How about some red? Let me grab some red designer series paper. I redid all my papers and everything's missing here. I am going to play around with this. I don't know what it's going to look like, but you know how I like to do things on the fly. I'm going to take this. I'm going to cut this in half. I get going on a stamp set and I just keep going. Did that ever happen to you? So that would look really nice there. Let's take white. I'm going to bring in that stamp again. I'm going to leave this at 4 by 5 1/4. Remember, I don't know how this is going to come out. We'll all see at the same time. And I'm going to lay that right in here. Get my blotter paper so I don't get it all over my hands. Share my videos, please, with your friends, teams. It is what keeps me going. Okay, so let's see. I think I'm going to put that right here. I'm going to place that one right there. So this was number 7. I'm going to take a smaller one. Let's see. I don't think I want 6. I think maybe 8. Let's see. Maybe even smaller. I'm going to do 9. That's the way I have mine numbered, okay? I am going to take another piece of white. Let's see. I got some scrap white here. Let's see. I can use a scrap piece because I don't need a really big piece. All right, well, that's too small. Let's just grab another one. All right, I am going to run that through my machine. Should have moved those out of the way before. Okay, now I have this circle. I'm going to ink that up again. I'm going to take that circle. Now this time I'm going to turn it around because I want to see where I have these trees. I think right there will work. Move that out of the way before I get my hands in it. And I have some little trees there. So what I think I'm going to do is, this is kind of small, but I think it'll work. Okay, I'm going to put that right here. I'm going to add that right here. What do you think? I'm thinking I want something behind that one. This piece looks a little, I think I need something a little bit bigger. Why does this one look smaller to me? No, same size. But I want something a little bit bigger here, I think. No, I like the red. Okay, so we're going to go with that. I'm going to add that right there. I'm going to add this right here. Okay, so this is going to get layered down. We have no idea how this is going to come out. I want some of that. I really want a lot of that red border. We are going to put this right here. Again, I'm doing that flat. Remember, this is my extra piece. I'm going to put that right there. This one, I am actually going to grab some dimensionals and add those. So that's going to pop up. And I'm going to put this right about here. I'm going to grab a strip of white. I have a couple strips already made up. I don't want anything that thick. I'm going to switch to red, I think. Yeah, I'm going to grab the red. Clean this off. Since I have these stamps here, I'm just going to clean them off, and I'm just going to use the same ones. I'm going to take the Making Spirits Bright. You can use whichever sentiment you want. I am going to add that right here. Oh, I wanted red, didn't I? Okay. That's what happens when I have my inks open. Let's change that. I could use the other side. It's all good. Let's do Making Spirits Bright. Nope, don't like that one. So let's grab another one. That's why I have all these strips in front of me. All right. Making Spirits Bright. Okay, there we go. I'm going to add that right to the center. So I'm just going to add some Stampin' Seal right in the center there. I'm going to grab that gold. Do I want gold? What do you think, gold or red? Could use red. Let's grab some red. Oh yeah, the red. Because that gold is, I love it, but it's more for very vanilla, and this is white. So let's use the red. Nice little bow here. I'm going to add that bow right there. Look and see which side I like better, which I like the other side better. So we'll use that. Put that right there. Oh my gosh, I do like it. What do you think? Okay, here's some red Festive Pearls. So we're going to add those. We'll add one right there. That'll really make it pop. Using that scrap piece, I have another card. Bring in this. And we'll use the Joy, Comfort, and Joy. And I'll use my Sprig in Green. And I'm just going to layer that right inside. Grab an envelope, of course. And I'll use that green sprig. And there I have another card made with my leftover circle because I don't like to waste anything. So again, this is the Fragrant Forest large stamp. You can do a lot with it. Add sentiments from your other stamp sets, and you got some gorgeous cards. And they're not hard to make at all. Which one's your favorite? I always like to ask that, and then everybody says, I can't pick a favorite. But look at all those gorgeous cards. Thank you so much for tuning in to Sweet and Simple Sunday. I hope you have a great Sunday. And I will see you back here on Wednesday. Sort of a one-sheet wonder Wednesday, but not really. There's a little twist to it. How's that? Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day. Keep on stamping, Stampers. Bye.